Hey guys, it's Scott from the Bass Tank here. I'm sitting out on the water today. I've got my Garmin units and Garmin Force trolling motor here. Just gonna do a quick how-to on how to get the trolling motor bar on your unit so you can control your trolling motor from your unit. Stay tuned and we'll get into that right now. All right guys, so I've got my unit powered up here. I've already paired the trolling motor to the units over Wi-Fi. So all I've got to do now is add the trolling motor bar. So whatever page I'm on, that I want to add this bar, I've actually got my map up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to menu. I'm going to come down here to edit overlays, and then I'm going to decide where I want to put this. So I like mine on the bottom, so I'm going to select bottom bar, and then right here trolling motor bar. It's that simple. So now it says, hey, this is the trolling motor bar. I hit back. Now I've got control. This is my prop, this is my speed. You've got your manual, your turbo, anchor mode, your steering, your heading up, and then you've actually got settings over here as well. Just like on your remote, you've got all these availability. This is why I love having this, because when I'm in rough water, I'll change my anchor gain. Like today, where it's slick calm out here, anchor gain on 6 is way too high. I really need to run this down to 2 or 3. So my anchor mode is not as aggressive. And so now I've changed that, we're ready to go. So next, I'm gonna show you how to create a route and let the trolling motor take us there. So now I've got my trolling motor paired, I've got control on the screen. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna set a waypoint out here. And when I do, I can do an auto guidance, I can go to, I can create a route. So the auto guidance will actually say, hey, let me create this safest route to you. Go to is a straight line. So if I set a go to and I'm on land, it's going to take off that way. So be aware of what go to is. Route to right here is what we'll choose. That's going to give me the option to select my route. So basically I drag this crosshairs wherever I want it to be. It's always going to start from the end and work its way back to the beginning. So I just hit my crosshairs. Let's say, hey, I want to go see what that waypoint is. I'm going to add a turn. Then I'm going to drag it to my next spot. Let me say, hey, I want to go see what that waypoint is. Add a turn. Let me go to this, but start with this waypoint. Let's add a turn. And then if I don't care how I get there from there, I just hit done. So now that I am ready to do this, so I'm in navigation, okay? So it doesn't know that I want the trolling motor to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. We're in anchor mode. Right here, I get this little route feature. So I'm going to hit the route. It says, hey, follow route, and then I engage the prop, and now the trolling motor is going to take me there. Now you saw that turn, and what it was is because the boat was setting still, and I don't have my heading sensor turned on right now, so it just had to get itself going in a position. So it's going to get itself straightened up. I can adjust the speed right here from the unit. Take me there faster. I can take myself there slower. So this is basically what happens. If I decide I don't want to do that anymore, I just hit cancel route. No, I don't want to save that. If I do want to save that, I can just hit yes, I can name it. I'm not going to save this now. That's how you have your trolling motor take you to where you want to go. All right, guys, one question we get is why even have this on here? It seems like it takes up room. And let me kind of give you something, food for thought. This happens to me. I catch a fish up at the front. I forget to hit my anchor mode. I get back here to put it in the box. I start drifting. Right now, I can get back here, and all I gotta do is hit anchor mode, right here. It puts me there, it holds me in place. I can put my fish in the box. I can get back up here, screw around with my tackle, get it situated back in, and then be back at fishing, and I didn't lose where I was at. We're talking about, the Garmin Force, and this is a 1242 XSV Plus today, but all the other manufacturers, Humminbird, Minn Kota, you can link. The Lowrance, the Ghost can link with its units as well. The advantages of an anchoring trolling motor far outweigh the non-anchoring modes. And I have it on my screen because I like being able to control it right here. And the other thing, kind of an interesting fact is, I can pull this up and I can see how far I've drifted. You know, I'll know how far off I'm at. You know, since we've been sitting here, we've just kind of been hanging out. I've hit anchor mode and it's kept me right here. So I'm gonna be back up to fishing. Something of note right here, you notice this big green circle. What this indicates is I'm actually locked onto the bottom right now. This bottom lock. This would be red if I wasn't locked on, and this would be flashing, but because it's green, it means green is good, I'm good to go. Continuing to talk about, you know, leveraging our equipment to make our day on the water the most efficient. I want to talk about anchor mode, spot lock, trolling motors, and the advantages and why to use it. For me, if I catch a fish up front and I get back here to the back and I forgot to hit it, because it happens in the rush, and I go to put it in the box, I need to have the ability to keep my position. So one advantage of tying it to my unit is I get back here to the back, I just reach over, I hit spot lock, it you know, anchor mode, it keeps me in place. The other thing is, even if I don't tie it to my unit, the fact of having anchor mode, when I'm out here in the water, you know, I run poles on my boat, you know, you run talons, you run raptors, whatever it is you run, those are only shallow water anchors. I'm setting in 17 foot of water. That is gonna do me no good. So if I break off or I get a nick in my line, I need to retie, I don't wanna drift 50 feet and cover that same water that I just covered. I don't wanna lose my ground. So I just hit, you know, my anchor mode, spot lock, whatever trolling motor I'm running, keep me in that spot. I get done doing what I'm doing, and then I'm back up and fishing and moving along without having to recover water. So it's all about being efficient on the water, making the most productive cast possible in a course of a day.